Number one key on your offense is your quarterback. So you got Flacco and Kaepernick. Flacco, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions so far this postseason. We've watched Kaepernick set records. 2 completely different style quarterbacks. You have the big man that stands there and then the man that gallops like a gazelle. Still can throw the rock. Both have monstrous arms. Flacco's a little bit of a bigger frame, so probably could take a little bit more of a beating. It
comes down to Flacco is the prototypical pocket passer that you really kind of see as when you think of an NFL quarterback, you think of a quarterback like Flacco. On the other end, you look at Kaepernick, and Kaepernick's a new style of quarterback, somebody who can throw, but somebody who can also move not only when they need to, but even if they don't need to. They could still just break something out just for fun. I personally like Flacco better. I have always preferred the
traditional
traditional quarterback to this new age of quarterback because I think it is a gimmicky offense. But you look at the last 2 guys, I don't know. It's hard for me to break down these 2 quarterbacks because they play so differently.
They definitely do.
I actually kind of like Flacco a little better. I do. I think he's played in more playoff games. He might be a little bit more playoff ready. This is Kaepernick's first year starting. If I have to give the edge in quarterback, I got to give the edge to Flacco.
Well, I mean, Flacco's won a playoff game in each of his first 5 seasons. He's won an NFL record 6 playoff road games. He's thrown 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, like I said before this postseason. And if you think about it, that also includes beating rookie Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady. He ran the gauntlet of quarterbacks. So then you go from that, and you end up looking at what he's done since Jim Caldwell took over the offense. 10 touchdowns, no interceptions, 111.5 passer rating. Like, offensively, Flacco is playing as good as we've ever seen him play. But then you got Kaepernick, who's averaging 9.5 yards 9.5 yards per passing attempt. He's averaging 11.2 yards per rushing attempt. So he's a difference maker every time he makes a like. This is like, are we allowed to say draw in any of these situations? Like, because I mean, you're pretty much, if we're breaking it down, you got to figure you're sort of taking one or the other.
If you were here's the way we're going to break it down. If you were having a team, if this was Dave's team, which quarterback are you taking? You're in the Super Bowl. Your team's there. Which quarterback is starting for you?
That is a very hard question.
That's where I got stumbled because it's you have 2 different styles, and what style of offense do you want to run? Which one is going to win you the Super Bowl? Because you look at it, and Flacco could be more of a game manager. He could be more of a guy who's traditional. He can hand the ball and get a better balance of run and pass. But on the other side, you have Kaepernick. And Kaepernick, while he doesn't throw maybe as much as Flacco, the things he could do with his legs, Flacco can't necessarily do. Run that read option.
This is it's a hard decision. And
Money says he would take Flacco.
And I can see why. And I mean, look, Flacco has an opportunity to put his name amongst some great quarterbacks when this postseason is all said and done. Like some of the little stats that I found. All right. Joe Flacco has a shot to tie or break Joe Montana's record for most touchdown passes without throwing an interception in a single postseason. He also has an opportunity to join Troy Aikman, Drew Brees, Joe Montana, Steve Young, and Phil Simms to start the playoffs with 8 touchdowns and no interceptions that went on to win the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP. Like, those are some names he's looking at joining.
Kaepernick's only the third quarterback ever to start 10 or less games and make it to the Super Bowl.
And he's the 5th first or second year quarterback to start a Super Bowl. And yet, of the 4 that came before him, 3 won and 2 were named MVP. Every single one of them except Dan Marino ended up going there numerous times. So they both have these great points that you can make about them and support each one. Bottom line is, who are you taking if you had to start a franchise? And my answer is going to be Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, that's the guy I'd take.
Kaepernick?
Small
So far,
ball of... Yeah.
So far, just to break it down, I like John Harbaugh and Flacco. And you've liked Jim Harbaugh and Kaepernick, but yet you're still going with the Ravens, and I'm still
Baltimore
going
to win.
with the 49ers. All right.